Yeah, thanks very much, Chrissy, and thanks everyone for taking the time to hear the story. It's really great to be here in person and to be able to tell this story. Unfortunately, our CEO, our new CEO, who's based in South Africa, would relish the opportunity to introduce himself and tell you about the exciting future of Kinetiko. However, as you all know, even Eddie Maguire can't get into our fine state, so our poor old CEO is stuck where he is. So let me just tell you what Kinetiko is all about. It's an experienced onshore gas exploration company in South Africa, and we've been there for 10 years, and we've earned our stripes. And that's meant that thanks to some strategic achievements over the last 12 months, we're really well poised to realise a incumbent huge potential. The company's vision, pretty simply, is to become the largest onshore gas producer in South Africa and deliver a cleaner energy solution to a country and an economy that is starved of energy and is in the depth of an energy crisis. So let's set the picture for you. We are the largest landowner of gas rights in South Africa. We have approximately 7,000 square kilometres of rights, 4,600 of which are granted exploration rights. These have been strategically selected over proven and highly prospective Permian-age coal fields, most of which are known to be gassy. An interesting statistic, that equates to approximately 2% of South Africa's total landmass, so we have a huge position, but that's not the best part. The best part is our location. We are up there near Johannesburg, and as Chrissy said, we have a situation where we're in the heart of South Africa's energy infrastructure. So let's look at that. Here we are with our rights, all contiguous, our flagship Amersfoort project where we've done most of our drilling in blue. But as you can see, there are a suite of energy infrastructure which is only approximately 150 kilometres southeast of Johannesburg. We have 6 major coal-fired power stations around us, high voltage transmission lines, South Africa's only gas pipeline, which comes down from Mozambique, and significant road and rail infrastructure in place and around us. Of particular note, though, is the Majuba power station, which is right in the middle there. It is huge, one of the biggest in Southern Africa, and it is already retrofitted to take gas. So when we talk about markets, of which we have many, there's a huge one right there on our doorstep. Well, I'll take this opportunity just to show you a very short video of Majuba in operation and how inefficient South African energy using coal is right now. So there you go. That's an extraordinary bit of footage showing you that not only do they have to get the coal there, but they have to do it by those coal trucks. Now, Kinetiko's gas could go to Majuba, and we talk about a world of decarbonisation. Well, we think we could make a real difference, not by just reducing the amount of coal burned, but we could take thousands of coal trucks off the road. So that's our decarbonisation pitch. So just going to summarise what are some of the decisive advantages to our project. We have a really significant strategic resource. As I said, we've been in country for 10 years and we've built this up. It's nearly 5 trillion cubic feet of certified 2C gas resource. We have a dominant land position. Significantly, that land position has landowners who we have wonderful relationships with. The significant infrastructure I'll talk to later on means that we have multiple gas to market alternatives. South Africa's energy crisis is not going anywhere. Eskom is in decline. Coal production, coal efficiency is in decline, and the South African government, the South African people have a motivation for clean energy. Number 5 there is the multiple channels to monetise our gas, which we'll speak about, and that excitingly leads us to have an ambition to be an early stage producer in the very near future. So just talking a bit about our headline resource. We can see there that it's the 4.9 trillion cubic feet in that 2C category. What's really significant though is the exploration that we've done to date is only over 20% of our prospective geology. So we see an enormous amount of potential upside there, although that underlying resource is very handsome. We know we have lots of coal. We know that coal is easy to interrogate, and we know the coal is gassy. We have flow testing that's achieved sustained flow rates of over 300,000 cubic feet a day from one hole alone. That quality of gas is also very high with low impurities and some 99.5% methane content. So that's a bit about where we've been. This is about where we're going. The company's entering a very new exciting stage where we're commencing drilling for the first time in about 6 years. So we have a 3 new well program that is set to commence at our flagship Amherstford project. The 3 new wells are positioned within 400 metres of our existing pilot production holes, and we've started establishing some collection terminal and access infrastructure in place. Drilling contractor selection is imminent, and first well anticipated to break ground in mid-October, with the program anticipated to be completed before year's end. What is significant in this circle is that if we enjoy success with those 3 new wells, we believe we'll be able to bring our first production cluster into play. What that has done has enabled us to start advancing significant negotiations with some off-takers, but also this is not our only production opportunity in the near term. We have advanced negotiations with a South African institution to fund an additional pilot well field, which looks circa sort of 15 to 20 wells. So these are things that we are funded for and believe we can deliver in the near future, which I'll talk about in a minute. So people often stall on South Africa for many reasons. Young gas market. Where does our gas go? Well, there are a variety of options for where our gas can go, and let me just touch on a few of them. So the first of these, which is what we think we'll do in our smaller fields, is go to virtual networks. These largely comprise domestic truck fleets who can come to site and take the gas to a very, very thirsty domestic market. One of the next opportunities is independent power generation, which has been regulatised in South Africa. We can establish gas-fired power generation units at a variety of sites. You've seen the electricity infrastructure that's embedded through our project. We can do that to accommodate many mines, many industries who are all starved for energy in the region. That's another opportunity for us. And at the higher end of town, we have the incumbent energy utilities there, such as we said, the existing coal-fired generation plants who can use our gas, and indeed the Lily pipeline, which has capacity, which comes down from Mozambique and nearly traverses our project equidistant. So one of the points to make there is we see ourselves as having a unique opportunity to monetise some of these things in a scaled way. So we believe we could see early revenues being generated from some of these virtual networks in the next 6 to 12 months, which will take pressure off the need of the company to raise further capital as it looks to progress further opportunities. So let's just have a look a bit at the roadmap. Just in terms of 2021, everyone wants to see what you've been able to do and what you aspire to do. The company's had a really successful year to date. We have completed our pilot well workovers. We've conducted successful completion flow rate tests at our premium well, their 03 PTR, and some significant milestones. We've raised some capital, recently a $3 million sophisticated placement in July, but really significantly, we've reached agreement to acquire the other 50% of the project. So we anticipate that that merger will complete sometime towards the end of this year. That sets us up really nicely to where we are now. As I've told you, we have the drilling program, which we're excited about. That's right on our doorstep, and we announced this morning that also our fourth high-resolution aeromagnetic survey commences across ER 270 and 272. So that's the first time we start looking at that additional land outside of the first 20%. So we're on our way to the next 80. Really importantly, news flow for the rest of the year. Some big exciting milestones we want to hit. Complete those negotiations with the potential off-takers. We want to secure that institutional South African funding for the 15 to 20 well production gas field and really get to our maiden gas reserves, which will be a real milestone for this company to achieve. So we all talk about our share price in comparison to our peers. I think we've all got valid submissions to make, but yeah, we would definitely say that Kinetiko's share price there amongst its peers has plenty of upside. I won't try to sell you all of that. You can come via the booth and also look at a research report that's only days old from K1 Capital that has a short-term valuation of 32 cents per share, representing about a 380% increase, and has a longer-term share price of around 90 cents. So we think there's a lot of things we can do to add value to our share price in the short term. So just finishing up really quickly, capital structure is as it is, shares on issue. We have that modest market cap now, but I want to make the point we're clean. We don't have any debt. We have very few options. Those options are very much likely to be exercised before they expire in December. So just in summary and to finish off, yeah, elephant scale prospective resource in South Africa. A lot of people think South Africa's too hard. We've been there a long time. We believe we're going to make it work and we're at an exciting phase. We have proven gassy flow rates that we can extend further. We've got great in-country relations. We've had great relations with our landowners, our regulators. We have multiple downstream market opportunities. As I said, a good market valuation platform to spring from here. But I think most importantly, we see ourselves as being a first mover leader in a country that is absolutely in the midst of an energy shortage and will have an overwhelming outlook for gas, and that's well documented. But finally, make the point, we don't frack, we don't drill deep, so we're a sustainable, clean energy solution with low impact on the community and low impact on the environment. So again, that's our disclaimer, and thank you very much.